Hey everyone, welcome back to MOVIEidol. So I want to talk about another sneak peek that we got last night, and this one is kind of not that connected to the trailer breakdown that I did yesterday. It's focusing on a different aspect to the episode. I actually think it's going to be the big part of the episode, and that is this constant wave of walkers coming at Alexandria. Based off of some of the footage that I was looking through, there's the general episode 3 trailer, there's this sneak peek here, and then the season 10 trailer. Based off of some of the footage there, it seems like there's going to be 3 general storylines. I could be wrong here, but from what I saw, there's going to be this Gabriel, Rosita, Eugene one, because it looks like this shot here is probably going to be from this episode. There's the Negan and Aaron one. That's obviously going to be another big part of the episode. And then there's obviously Michonne, Daryl, Carol, and Alpha, that the big meeting that we're all waiting for. So yeah, before we jump in, I do have to warn all of you guys for spoilers for last night's episode of The Walking Dead. So if you haven't checked it out, I'm letting you know that I'll be talking about spoilers. Also, if you're new to the channel and you want reviews, trailer breakdowns, and etc., just make sure to be a subscriber. The first thing I want to talk about is these hordes of walkers coming at Alexandria. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like this endless wave of walkers coming at Alexandria, but it seems like it. And it could just be me, but it looks like it based off of, again, some of the stuff that we saw in the season 10 trailer, some stuff we saw in that sneak peek, and then in the general trailer. By the looks of all of it, it looks like there's this endless amount. And what is telling me that is, for one, I mean, we see Aaron here, he's all bloody, taking on walkers. He almost looks so tired out. And then later on, at least I think the shot is later on, because Gabriel pairs him up with Negan, and Gabriel's like, Aaron needs more fighters, he needs more people to help him on that wall, so here, Negan, he can help, he's gonna help you. Aaron looks really pissed off. Also, if you notice, he has that weapon on, that spiky ball club thing on his arm. We see him actually put that on before he gets into that very first fight, which will happen earlier in the episode, and so that tells me that he's gonna fight this wave, he's gonna be all covered in blood. He needs more fighters because there's more walkers approaching. He goes to Gabriel because he needs more resources, and then Gabriel just says, here, Negan's right here, he can help. And so they'll go out there, fight another wave. So yeah, that's what it tells me. There's going to be this constant wave of walkers, which I'm sure will run out by the end. These walkers, by the way, likely coming from that massive horde that Alpha had. Some have probably gotten away, but this is all setting up what it's actually going to be like when all of those walkers attack Alexandria. Like, there's going to be probably, 100 to 200 in episode 3. Maybe not. Maybe there's only 50 to 60 or something like that. But there's going to be a very small amount. When they see that sea of walkers where there's like 4,000 or 5,000 or something like that, it's going to be a totally different story. They're not going to be able to handle that. They're just going to have to run away. They'll have to defend Alexandria's walls. They'll have to shoot the walkers down there, maybe try and build a wall of walkers further out. But yeah, that's going to be impossible to handle. Another reason why I think this episode is going to focus on dealing with this constant wave of walkers is because we actually have shots of people killing walkers at nighttime. So it looks like it's going to happen all day going into the night. And this will perfectly set up what's going to happen in episode 4, because episode 4 is titled Silence the Whisperers, which, if I'm remembering the synopsis correctly, a lot of Alexandrians take out their worries, their stresses, their anger out on Negan, which is interesting because I think that's going to set up him leaving in episode 5, because in episode 5, the synopsis says an Alexandrian idolizes Negan. So I think that's when he's getting out. I think we're going to start seeing that setup here. We're seeing what happens here with Aaron. Aaron's going to be partnered up with Negan. Aaron does not look happy that he's partnered up with Negan, because I don't think Negan's taking everything seriously, and that could really frustrate Aaron, because, I mean, Aaron has a lot of hate for Negan, right? The fact that they're just allowing Negan to be allowed out and free now, that could piss Aaron off so much. Once they start taking out their anger and stuff on Negan, and maybe there's a reason that they set up in episode 3 as to why they're taking out their anger out on Negan. Maybe Aaron dies in 3. Is it Negan's fault? I don't know. Maybe they're taking out their anger on him afterwards. I don't think he's going to die, because I mean, that'd be really shocking if he did. But something has to happen there where everyone gets so pissed off at Negan, because everyone's pissed at Negan right now, but if they're actually taking out their anger out on him, that's a different story. Obviously, Negan did something, right? So yeah, that's going to happen in 4, and then in 5, Brandon will idolize him and then probably break him out in that episode, because he will be at the Whisperer camp in 7, and then I think in 6 will be the journey. That's a general prediction anyways, but in this trailer, Michonne tells everyone that Gabriel is going to be taking on walkers from the north side, so he'll be taking the northern wave of Alexandria. Aaron's going to be focusing on the southern wave, so he'll be a direct opposite to Gabriel. And then lastly, Daryl, Michonne, and Carol are going to take on the border, because I think some walkers are coming from that side as well. I love what Carol says in this sneak peek. She's like, we're really going to go in there on our own, and Daryl's like, well, we got no choice. And she almost has like this satisfactory look on her, like, now's my chance. That could just be me, but it seems like she's using this as her opportunity to kill Alpha She's not going to, but maybe she's thinking that because she does grab a gun afterwards. As for how this sneak peek connects to the actual trailer, because if you remember in the trailer, we see the highwaymen and some people from the kingdom really upset over not fighting back. Like they actually mention we should put their heads on pikes. And Michonne's like, well, if we do that, Alpha could send her horde at us and then that's it. We're all done here. The way I see the scene playing out is Carol's probably going to say something about, well, Alpha saw us or saw me on that side of the border, so she knows that we crossed the border. Certain people like the highwaymen in the kingdom will be freaking out. They'll be panicking. We need to kill them once and for all, put their heads on pikes. Somehow that's going to transition from that argument into, well, let's deal with these walkers here because there's so many walkers around us. Just by looking at the trailer here, it seems like Daryl and some other people are going to get into a fight with some walkers before Gamma actually comes to talk with them. And the reason why I'm saying that is because in this shot here, Daryl has blood on his forehead. It could be blood, it could be dirt. The point is he actually looks really dirty here, whereas before when he was inside talking with Michonne and all that, when they were planning all of this, he was actually pretty clean. Well, Daryl clean anyways. So it looks like Daryl, Michonne, and Carol are taking on this wave from this side as everything else is going on and on the other parts of Alexandria. Gamma's going to come out at some point afterwards and she just tells them, go see her at the border tonight sort of thing. And then we cut to nighttime. Well, there probably won't be that big of a cut to nighttime because I think on their journey over there, that's where we're going to see Carol have all of her visions or hallucinations, I guess is the proper term for it. She's going to see Henry. She could see other people. And I will mention that there is actually a Talking Dead sneak peek. I was going to do a video on it, but nothing really happens there. You kind of get the point of what's happening. And it could be summed up with Carol is hearing things. And I mean, you don't even see Henry in a sneak peek. So we know that's going to happen in episode 3. She's likely going to see Henry. But near the end of the episode, after all of that stuff happens, they're going to meet up. And yeah, it'll probably be in the last, 15, 20 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes around there. So it looks like we're going to have 3 separate storylines in this episode, just based off of previous shots anyways, like Michonne, Daryl, Carol, and the Whisperer meeting. That's one. We're going to have Aaron and Negan together and whatever happens there, because we know they're together. It's like nighttime. They're probably still killing walkers, but it just looks really bad. What I'm thinking actually is that Negan at this point probably just killed a walker that was about to kill Aaron, and then, maybe he just helps Aaron up or something like that. I definitely think the trailer was a misdirect. And then the third storyline is going to be Gabriel, Eugene, and Rosita, where we're going to see Eugene and Rosita actually fighting walkers outside. Where's Sadiq during all of this? I have no idea. Maybe he has all of these crazy hallucinations, or I guess I don't know what you would call it, but he's going really crazy. He'll probably suffer through all of that, and maybe he's not even able to help them. So episode 3 overall looks like it's going to be a very, very action-packed episode. I really can't wait. I'm so excited for this episode. Number 1 and 2 were really great episodes, really great character episodes. I think 1 was really good in establishing what our characters were doing, and 2 was a much needed Whisperer backstory. It seems like everyone actually really likes that episode. I actually might be more in the minority where, I thought the episode was really, really good, but it didn't blow me away or anything like that. Like Alpha and Beta, that last scene definitely blew me away, and I did prefer episode 2 over episode 1, but it wasn't like a 10 out of 10 episode. But it's nice though. It's really nice to see the fans really liking that episode. I'm super happy about that. But in episode 3, we're going to see both sides actually coming together. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still really wondering what's going to happen in that final scene or the final scene of the episode between them. Do they just walk away like nothing happened? Because Alpha wants to meet up with them. Obviously, Alpha wants to either kill them or I don't know. I know there's a part in the trailer where she says you better run. And so it's like, are they just going to run away? And while they shoot at them? No, obviously not, because most of them would die. And Daryl wouldn't do that. Daryl would just pull up his crossbow and shoot at them, right? And Carol also took her gun. We saw that in the sneak peek. And so is that going to have any significance? Is she going to use that gun in this episode in a act to try and kill Alpha? Is she going to kill someone else? I doubt they're going to kill Gamma off. Yeah, I don't know. This meeting is kind of weird because it's episode 3. I doubt anything big's going to happen, but there's no way they're just going to walk away. They're meeting for a reason. If you're a writer on this show, I don't think you're just going to have them meet and be like, okay, well, we're going to apologize for all of this and we both screwed up. Now we're going to walk away. No, you wanted them to meet for some reason. You wrote the last 2 episodes to set up this meeting. Something is happening during this meeting. I can't pinpoint what it's going to be yet. But let me know what you guys all think about this sneak peek. I'll leave a link down below if you haven't checked it out yet. I really, really enjoyed this one. Make sure to be a subscriber to get more Walking Dead content like this. I will be doing a beta video, also another Q&A video for episode 3 coming out on Wednesday. So stay tuned for all of that. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.